All right, another common question I get on this drawing is what are these weird triangle check mark things going on around the drawing? And those are called surface symbols. And that would be like if this part was poured, if it was made in a factory, it might be made out of cast metal, which means they pour the metal into a die and it makes the shape in general. But you might need certain surfaces to have a nice, flat, smooth finish to them. So you'd have these surface symbols with some kind of a note or a correlation to what kind of a finish you want put on those surfaces. So to put them in, let me move this out of the way. We just go up to the top middle here and it kind of looks like a square root symbol. But go ahead and check on that to start that tool. And for the symbols that just directly contact the surface, you just left click once. And you'll see there is an arrow, but I now right click continue and that symbol snaps back to the surface I first clicked. And all I have to do is just change the style to be a closed check mark and click OK. Pretty straightforward. I'll do that one more time. I just click where I want it to be, right click continue, and it remembers your last choice. Click OK. Now what's a little bit different is down here we do have some leaders. And leaders are the arrowheads here, the arrowhead and the line. So I want that to continue out, and I want the symbol to be right down in this area. So I left click. Now I right click continue. I say OK to that, remembers my last choice, and I escape. I'm all done with that tool actually. So I'm just going to modify the leader I have here. And by modifying, I'm going to right click on it and add another vertex or leader really. So I click on add vertex / leader. My next click is where an arrowhead starts. And the second click is where it joins right there. And I'll right click again, add vertex / leader. This time the arrowhead starts over there. And this one has a little bend to it. So I click once there and then down where it joins. Now don't worry if you were crisscrossing, if things were all messed up and you just had to get them all drawn in, because you can now use the green dots to position things in a better place or move arrowheads around a little if you need to make everything fit nicely. So nothing is overlapping and looks pretty much like that. So that is machine surface symbols and how we put those in.